No one tells you this, but becoming who you are, looking inward, is going to be uncomfortable at first. In today's video, I'm going to go into the difference between that feeling of discomfort when you're on your own growth's edge versus when it's a no and you're not going in the right direction. So thank you for joining me today. I'm AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I help you connect in, look inward, and start to take these steps towards really finding yourself. And currently, if you look at the dialog box below, I have a freebie that you can snag up, which is the intuition map. And this map helps you discover your different types of intuition, what are your strengths, and then ways as well to help develop it and strengthen it. So again, do check that out. That's in the dialog box below. So all along the way for myself in my own business and setting this up, setting up the coaching, setting up the different courses that I have and different things that I've been developing, every step of the way, I've had these fears come up. Fears, even with doing the YouTube channel, creating content, and even panic sometimes and terrified. Like I was literally shaking as I would post something. And it's like, is this saying that this is not right for me, that this path is not correct for me? Or is it just fears and discomfort coming up and this is my edge? This is my place of where I feel uncertain and unsure what's going to happen and it scares the shit out of me. Which one is it? And so often along the way, I questioned. I was like, is this my intuition telling me don't do this? Or is it actually correct and keep going with this? So discomfort is often the gateway to your becoming. And it's not always a sign to stop. So often we've been conditioned in our societies, our cultures, and our upbringing, or even just who we are, that it's like, no, I don't want to get into discomfort. I want to feel comfortable. I want ease with this. And yeah, sure, I want ease as well. And I do want comfort. But when we're on that edge, when we're on that growth's edge, we're going to be hitting this discomfort. And if you think about it, do you want to stay in that place of safe? And that for me was a place I stayed for so long. Like I wanted to stay comfortable. I wanted to stay safe and I didn't want to move forward or face these things, but staying safe kept me really unhappy and unsatisfied in my life. And so there was this inner voice in me that was like, start taking these steps. It's uncertain, it's unknown, and so those uncertainties, fears come up. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm so used to certain patterns in my life and ways of being in my life. Let's go back to that. So I often feel myself wanting to retreat to those places, but that's just wanting to keep me safe. But in keeping me safe, it's also keeping me small, or it's keeping me in a place of like, not really happy, not really satisfied. So one of the first things that you can do is ask your body, is this fear, this thing that's coming up because it's uncertain, because it's unknown, or is this actually the resistance coming up because it's wrong for me? So you can even just check in. When you're in that place, you can say, okay, what is going on here? Like, what is this feeling that's coming up? And again, is it just these fears of uncertainty? Or for myself too, it was like, oh, I'm not good enough. I didn't believe that I could do this. And I would panic putting these things out there. But I knew still that that was the path of growth for me, there was still this expansiveness in me rather than this contracted of like, no, this is not the place for me. Which, to tell the difference between, is this misaligned or is this discomfort where I'm on the growth's edge? So misaligned is going to feel more contracting and maybe even like a punch to the gut, like, no, this is not right. Like you will feel a strong no in your body. And again, like I said, it's a contracting feeling, constricting, like, no, this is not the direction you want to go. Versus if this is just discomfort, you're going to feel fears or panics coming up, or like mine, I even felt really terrified sometimes. But behind it, there was still an expansiveness within me. Behind it, there was still like a yes inside of me. So I knew that I wanted to avoid it at all costs, but I still knew that this was the right path for me because there wasn't that contracted feeling or constrained feeling. Instead, it was more openness and just like, yes, this is still the path. I might fear it, but it's still the path. So another question that you can ask if you're in this place of fear and you're not sure if this is fear or if it's no, don't go this way, you can ask this question of, is this fear a yes, but it scares me? Or is it a no that tightens me? And then see how the body responds to this. It might be that it's a yes and your body's like, yeah, I feel it, but you're scared. You're nervous. You're afraid of this. Versus the no, and then again seeing if your body gets more constrained or tightened within it. So again, discomfort is often a gateway to you becoming. So you are on that growth's edge and you are just getting into those areas where it's like, I don't know what's happening going forward. Like I've never been here before. It's unfamiliar territory. And so keep trudging forward with that. And if you get to a place where your body starts to really tighten up, check in with it and say, what's going on? Like, is this then saying no, that this is not right for me? So you can really use your body as a gauge here of, is this the path? Is this not the path? And when I say path, it's things that really light you up, that really bring you joy and happiness. And yes, because you're on that growth edge, you're going to have fears, you're going to have discomfort, and things come up along the way. And again, thank you guys for joining me today. And I would be curious, do put in the comments below if you've been on this growth edge as well, or if you're questioning, like, is this discomfort? Is this fears? Is this not the right direction? I would be curious to hear. And thank you guys. If you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.